today. Hey, my friend, 2 days in a row. And you know he and I are closing out my career at HSN tomorrow, 3 to 5 p.m., so make sure you join us then. So I love this. I've asked him to put it in my show a couple days in a row. It's called the Kitchen HQ. I call it the grandma knife. And you are getting 2 of them. There's a reason I call it the grandma knife, because I've known a bunch of grandmas, and I know they love that knife that's really lightweight. They can hold it in their hand. You know, they like to cut like this towards themselves. Hey, everybody is different, not the safest way, but with this knife, a very manageable knife, and I'll show it to you, and then I'll explain what it does as Chef is prepping it to you. Here it is. So you have a knife that has about a 4-inch blade, okay? It is very, very lightweight and very easy to handle. So if you are trimming, if you are shaving, whatever you're doing, everybody needs a knife like this. Stainless steel construction. It's our own brand, so we can do it at a really affordable price. And guess what, gang? We're gonna give you 2. We're gonna give you 2 in red. We also have it in fuchsia. We have it in aqua, we have it in black, and then we have it in blue. Everybody will get 2, but this knife has a little secret up its sleeve. It actually has a little cover that when you put the cover on this thing, you can actually adjust how the knife is going to cut. It has 3 different, I'll show you this way. There's 3 different slots.
Well, you saw me peeled, guy.
Yeah, see those little slots right there? It actually will give you thin, or even down to shavings of anything you want, and it really helps to protect you while you're doing that. I like the knife all on its own, but you can do whatever you want. Here, Chef is showing you how you have a peeler that's utilizing your grandma knife.
It's a knife, it's a peeler. I'm even gonna show you how to use it as a slicer. So this is 4.5 inches, stainless steel. Look at this. As a peeler, it's amazing.
Yeah, it's amazing.
As a utility knife, it's incredible, stainless steel.
And then the same knife to chop.
And the same knife to turn into a slicer. How cool is this? So at Kitchen HQ, we came up with this idea using the different slots. Look at this, guys, if we can get this shot. Using those 3 different slots, you can now transform it from a knife to a peeler to a slicer. So the first slot is just a great knife guard. The second slot, you saw me peel my cucumber in seconds. And then the third slot, it's a thicker blade to turn it into a slicer. And think of it this way, you get 2. So this is the size knife you're gonna use every day.
And we're doing free shipping and handling. All right.
And free shipping.
So you can either hold it like we're doing it there, or you can actually cut down if you want.
Or you can cut down like that.
Yeah, you can do it either way. Lefty or righty, doesn't matter. It is our weekly deal drop. We dropped the price a little bit. We're doing free shipping and handling. It's just one of those great utility knives that everybody should have. And you know, I've had knife sets before, and they give you a utility knife, but it's always very, very small, and it's hard to handle. So it's usually about a 2.5, 2-inch knife. This is about a 4-inch knife, so it gives you the ability to still be able to do those little detail jobs, like, you know, topping off strawberries, or if you're cleaning vegetables, or if you're trying to gut out a tomato, or just do really good slices. I will warn you, this thing is razor sharp when it comes to you, but it is also sharpenable. It's not a serrated knife. And don't get me wrong, serrated knives are good, I guess, for bread. I even use a really, really, really sharp knife when I'm doing my tomatoes, because I think the only dangerous knife is a dull knife, and this one is gonna be sharp. But what Chef is showing you is the control that you have. Because you know, listen, we got big old honking chef knives, right?
Totally.
You and I have been in the restaurant business for years and years. You way more than me, and more focused on it, but you know we all need a really, really good set of knives. Those knives can be $100 a piece.
Totally.
We are doing 2 knives for $24.95, and you will be able to do all the little jobs that you love.
Look at that.
Did you ever try to cut a radish or a mushroom with a big old steak knife? It's impossible.
And you use a 4.5-inch size more often than you're gonna reach for that big chef knife. So I've always said, Guy, you need a great paring knife or utility knife. How about 2 of them? And they're stainless steel, built to last. Throw them in your dishwasher when you're done. But I love to show, I love to show how you can now take it from a knife. Now, it's the best vegetable peeler. So if you've got one of those old rusty vegetable peelers, it's now your new peeler. You put it in that second slot. So there's your everyday knife guy. We all know that. But now if I put it in my second slot, look at this as a vegetable peeler.
That's probably my favorite thing.
So now I'm doing my cucumbers,
and you
my
can adjust the thickness of the peel.
Exactly.
So if you want it really thin,
to that third slice and do it even thicker. Watch this. Even a thick-skinned mango or eggplant. This really shows how sharp that blade is, and a sharp knife is a safe knife. I can even take it to mango skin. Look at this. It goes right through the mango skin or the butternut squash. This is how you want to be peeling, not with that old rusty peeler, and it goes all the way over my mango. So it's your new peeler, it's your new utility knife, and you get 2 of them. And this is very, very important to remember, because you get 2 high-quality stainless steel knives And it goes right through the kiwi without squishing it.
If you're doing kiwi, so now I've adjusted the thickness of that blade, so I'm not taking off too much fruit, but you can see how easily I just went through that entire thing.
Yep.
I have it on a thicker setting. I would probably go even thinner on this one, but you can adjust that. That's the beauty of this. We are doing free shipping. Let me show you the colors again while Chef continues to amaze us. And you know what it is? It gives you a little cheat on your knife skills.
Totally.
Right?
Totally.
Because let me tell you, knife skills, it's one of the first things you learn in culinary school, if not the first thing, is how to use a knife, right? Because, again, a knife is a tool. It's not supposed to be scary, but a lot of people use it in a scary way. What this does is it kind of guards against that so that you have control when you're slicing. So I have 2 in red. Both come with the little thing. And we give you 2 because, you know, you can keep one in the tackle box, you keep one in the RV, you keep one drawer, another in another drawer, right, whatever. But you always have a backup, or you can give one away to your kids. We also have it available in blue. I believe, Rob, we're calling that aqua. They always change it. Yay, I got it right. That's fuchsia.
Love the fuchsia.
Yeah, that's awesome. So, and then, you know, if your daughters or whatever just moved into an apartment, you're like, I'm going to get them a really good, you know, little utility knife so they'll have something to use, especially like here in Florida where you're using it, you know, to even fillet out fish and things like that. It's sharp and easy to handle. We also have it available in the black color. Very busy. We are doing a twofer on this, and it is our weekly deal drop. You and I launched this.
Even if it's just like as a handheld little mandolin, you could do it that way. But again, you can open up that guard, and I really love that guard because even as your go-to utility knife, you have that safety of the guard to put it in there, and now it's safe in your drawer. That's position 1. Position 2 turns it into your new vegetable peeler, and it's sharp and it's safe. So when I put it into position 2, I can now take that cucumber, carrot, zucchini, and peel it. Look at this. It's fast, it's easy, it's safe. And then I can go to position 3, and I've got a little slicer. Yeah, so this, to me, really embodies what Kitchen HQ is all about. We come up with multi-solutions in the kitchen.
Well, and again, when it comes to cutlery, you really don't want to mess around. You want to get something that you know is going to be easy to handle. Obviously, you know, you could go out and you could buy a utility knife for $75 if you want to go get, you know, if you want a German steel, blah, 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 more than you probably need.
You can spend hundreds.
And you can spend the money. And I'm not poo-pooing them because they're wonderful knives, but I mean, come on, it really depends. If you're going into the restaurant business and you want to spend money on knives, you can go out and spend $1,200 on a set of knives.
Totally.
And they come in a pack, and you bring them wherever you go. You take them to work, you bring them home. They're yours. I get that. But for most people out there, they're just looking for a very sharp, compact utility knife that they can do all the little jobs with, because the majority of our jobs with a knife are little tasks. They're taking the top off of a turnip or off of a radish, right? They're chopping mushrooms. They're doing strawberries, right? When you're decorating a plate.
Cutting your peach, your apples,
etc. And if you don't like skin, we can even take the skin off the peach if you wanted to, although the skin is the best part.
But it is nice to show with a tomato, with fruit, kiwi. It doesn't crush the fruit. And that means it's a beautiful, sharp knife. And think about it. Are you more comfortable using a 4.5-inch sharp, beautiful knife or a large 10-inch chef knife that you never reach for? This is 2-pack and peeler and knife, which is really cool.
Look at this on a peach.
And it does it on the peach skin.
I mean, and it's so much easier to follow when you go around in a circle. I mean, come on.
That.
Oof. All right.
And the handguard's cool.
My friend.
We'll see you tomorrow.
It's good to see you.
Last day.
Last day with me and Chef tomorrow, 3 to 5 Eastern time. If you want to join us for all our goodbyes and cries and all that good stuff, he will be back tomorrow. I wanted to mention, and I'm only going to take about a minute or so